What's up, 10 Skill Squad? I'm just gonna say it. Losi makes the sickest RCs in the game. Whether it be the Baja Ray, the Super Baja Ray, the NASCARs, the Dragsters, or
the tried and true tenacities, man.
Oh, yeah.
We beat the snot out of those things.
But they make the sickest RCs, including this thing, the brand new Losi Promoto. I've been wanting one of these for a long time, so Ethan went out and bought one.
I did.
One of us had to. I'm glad it was you, brother. Because these things are a little spicy. $600 for this example, which is the cheapest version. This
Actually,
is
to be fair, they gave me 20. I got it at friggin' Hobby Town in Toledo. Dude hooked me up, talked to him for a while, gave me $25 off of it. So, really, $625, but $600 out the door. I cannot complain at all. They treated me good. I said, put it on the table. Sold.
And we have been thrashing this thing for the past few days. And it is so impressive. I mean, quick overview.
The Losi Promoto is a quarter-scale motorcycle, and I don't even feel right calling it an RC because this thing really is more motorcycle than RC. Starting at the front, it has a real brake rotor with a real brake caliper. The suspension fork is exactly what you would find on the real deal and functions accordingly. It's chain driven with an aluminum sprocket and chain tensioners, rear suspension that looks and operates exactly like you would expect on a real motorcycle. The rider's jersey is made of jersey material. Everything is represented in quarter scale, and in typical Losi fashion, it screams quality, and although it is expensive, you feel like you're getting your money's worth. This thing is awesome.
This, of course, is set up to just absolutely do hot boy stuff on the street, which we have been doing. It's a little funky to drive at first, but once you get the hang of it, man, we need to build a track or get some off-road tires for this thing and take it around the racetrack. It is so much fun. One of the most fun RC driving experiences I've had in a long time. But the real question is it faster than a real motorcycle? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's freaking do it. Yes, here's my hog. Now, the Losi has a ridiculous starting procedure, right? You gotta like jam that battery in and get the balance plug in there just right. Trouble in paradise there, Ethan.
Yeah. Half the problem is I can't see the dang hole. I'm gonna have to spit on it or something.
Boy, if there was a race for getting ready to go, I'd be if this was like a Le Mans start, I'd be miles ahead.
This is a recommended battery, by the way.
Oh, hey, you're preaching to the choir here, brother. You know, just Horizon Hobby things happening here. 3 minutes, Ethan, 3 minutes.
Well, you got a minute and a half longer than it usually lasts.
You hear that, ladies? You gotta put it in a little launcher thing. You gotta wait for the freaking gyro to wind up. Not with this hog. How many kicks you think? I'm gonna say 2.
3.
I'm gonna secretly hope it takes like 12.
I was trying to choke on just in case.
That'll work.
Ooh.
What?
That's a cold start too, by the way. I don't want anybody out there thinking I'm cheating.
Yep, I lost.
How's that for a starting procedure? Let's get it. This is my 2020-something Apollo RFZ pit bike, and it is 110 cc's of fury. You can actually get these on Amazon for less than $1,000, but I picked up this one secondhand on Facebook Marketplace for $500, making it less expensive than the Losi. And it's been on countless trails, done hundreds of wheelies, and dumped more times than me in high school. It's cheap, dependable fun, and I think it'll dust the mini bike.
Brake check.
I'm a bad bitch is what I am. Oh, dude, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. You don't even need a kill switch. It just knows.
And this is my hog.
Have you seen this thing fire up yet?
He fired up a little bit ago.
It's
too cool.
It sounds like a dang Black Hawk about to take off. Starting procedure for the Losi, a little bit more involved. 2S is about all you can fit in there. At least if you're going by, you know, if you're using smart batteries. There we go, it's starting up. It does. It sounds like a dang jet engine.
Just expect to hear click, kick, 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 kick.
Still ramping up.
Sounds like the crop duster I used to work on.
Contact. Still winding up. And just when you think that pitch can't get any higher, it keeps going. Place your bets. Real motorcycle versus Losi. I'm actually on Team Losi. I think it's gonna dust me pretty good. What do you think, Jody?
I think he'll probably get it.
Yeah.
From what I've seen of those things on, you know, videos and that, they're fast. Winner! That wasn't even a race.
How close was it?
You don't want to know.
I can get a better start. Let's try it again.
Yeah, I would too. Third time's a charm, maybe?
He was in street mode that time. I thought I had him. I was out in front for a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll try it again. If he puts it in dirt mode, he's going to have a hard time controlling it. That thing is a rocket ship in dirt mode.
Look at that. It just rode a wheelie.
I think it's worth mentioning, all right? That thing was technically more expensive than this. Those things are like 600 bucks, starting at 600 bucks. $500 Facebook Marketplace, baby. That wasn't close at all.
No. You were dusted all three times.
Dusted. I got out in front though.
You got the whole shot.
Which I was amazed.
Yeah.
I thought that thing was just gonna smoke me right off the line and maybe I'd be able to wind it in.
Way too afraid to shoot it off the line.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole shots he was still a little squirrely and getting whatever. And then, you know, but I mean, damn, that thing's unreal.
So I think maybe the problem is, you know, that's like a Tesla versus a dinosaur, basically. I think we're looking at this all wrong. I think rather than, you know, electric versus gasoline, we should be going electric versus electric. We're gonna need something stout. That Losi Promoto, that's what, 2S, 7.4 volts. I'm thinking we need something more, like 36. Check this out.
This is my Razor MX350, and it's been upgraded. Bigger motor, taller gearing, and a big Chungus 36-volt lithium-ion battery capable of terrifying speeds if you're 5.
Oh yeah. This here's my hog. And if you think I came to play around, I don't play around anymore.
Uh-oh.
Let's freaking get it. Whoa. Oh yeah.
I truly forgot how slow that was, and now my goal is to beat you in a wheelie.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
God.
I'm gonna admit, I'm not super confident about this. This is the boy's bike here. And, while it's fast enough for him, I mean, this thing does do like 25 mile an hour with both him and I on it. I don't think I stand a chance. Let's go get dusted again.
All right. I think maybe rather than doing a standing start, why don't you let me get up to speed, and then we both cross the starting line. I'll cross the starting line, you nail it. Speed time! Oh yeah, I got it! 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 No!
That was crazy. The victory! Nice brakes.
Oh yeah, full rigid frame, buddy. Yeah, I think he may have just been toying with me on that one.
I just think you need to go downhill.
Yeah, that would probably help. Gravity.
And that's a perfect circle too, you can see it. Look.
Oh yeah, it looks like a.
It kind of does.
Yeah, I think he's full on. Were you just toying with me?
Oh yeah, dude, the whole time.
The second one, when you were in.
When I was in the street mode, I was scared because I was really afraid to come out of the gate again, and I have flipped this once already, by the way. I did beef it up a little bit, but I forgot what mode I was in and got a little hot.
I thought that I had you because I looked over, you were nowhere to be seen. I was in full celebration mode. I mean, arm in the air, like yeah, and then zoop, which is kind of weird because I thought for sure that you were just gonna smoke me off the line. You know, it's the classic, like, you know, electric car versus gasoline car. You know, the acceleration is just, yeah. Like, I have to wind mine out where this thing is just, you can go flat out pretty much immediately. But I was surprised because you had to, like, you know, kind of get it going. Let it settle in before you can let it rip.
Yeah, I have no launch control with it yet. I say yet is because I haven't really got to drive it that way. I didn't know how hard I can go before the thing just wants to do a standing backflip.
Right.
And I really went soft on it because I really was afraid of just launching it to the moon. But once I realized I could go with it a little bit more, yeah, that's where I just went. Yeah. And then the wheelie mode is actually really hard too because when you do want to give it power, it just wants to stand up and stand up. And once it stands up, you kind of lose that ability to...
It doesn't accelerate anymore.
Well, it does, but not
to
that extent. But like you can hear it if you get a good wheelie and hold it. You can hear it start to gain speed, and then that sucker really starts to go and starts wobbling, and it gets sketchy. But yeah, it without that wheelie mode, it's a little frightening.
And dirt mode, it like just gives you everything. It's like all the driver aids are pretty much off. It seems like
I'm assuming this. I don't know this by knowledge, but the dirt mode does seem to just
rowdy.
Does seem to have more beans to it.
It's rowdy,
and it would make sense because you're gonna want more power in less traction situations to fight through that.
Right.
But is it in my head? I don't know. I have not actually read fully through the manual. I kind of just did the quick guide and said, yeah, let's go.
I'm not sure what the top speed of this actually is.
I think they claim 40 or 45.
So my motorcycle in fourth gear, wide open, the top speed is about 45. Maybe 48 with a bit of a gradient and the wind at your back. So I got to think, you know, if the track was long enough, I might have the legs on you. But... you know, just the short little rip here. I mean, I was only getting into like second gear, starting to wind out second gear, and this thing was just passing me like I was standing still.
I just have to tuck the GPS up underneath his back or something and see what it does. Or We have an old telemetry system sitting around that we might have to
We do have a telemetry
find
system.
and figure out if it'll work with this or not, which it should.
Yeah, it should. But there are so many more things that I would love to see with this thing. Let me know what you guys want to see down below. But obviously, the first one was, we got to race against real motorcycles.
Oh, yeah.
That was like, as soon as these came out, I was like, man, we could do dirt bike versus dirt bike. And it was the most fun that I've had filming a video in a while. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So there you have it. What do you think of the Pro Moto? What do you think of my dirt bike? Pretty freaking awesome, I think. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, guys. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. I'm glad you found it. We like to do RC shenanigans like this all the time. And we've got some wicked stuff coming up. You're going to want to stick around. All right, guys, until next time.
Chopping wheelies out here.
Yeah, very real. Woo!